Imagine planting vegetables once and harvesting food from them for the next 10, 20, even 30 years. No reseeding every spring, no constant digging, just reliable food coming back year after year. Today we're rebuilding what gardeners call a forever garden, a collection of perennial vegetables that can feed you for decades with minimal work. If you care about sustainable living, saving money, or food security, this list will change how you garden forever. So, what exactly are perennial vegetables? Most vegetables you know are annuals. You plant them, you harvest them, and then they die at the end of the season. Perennials are different. They regrow from the same roots every year, often getting stronger and more productive over time. They usually require less water, fewer fertilizers, and way less maintenance. That makes them perfect for eco-friendly gardens, permaculture systems, and yes, even for us lazy gardeners. They're great for small backyards and are a cornerstone of long-term food independence. Let's dive into some of the best choices, starting with the classic long-term crops. First up, asparagus. An asparagus bed is a true investment. Plant it correctly, and it can feed you for 20 to 30 years. The key is patience. You need to let the crowns establish for a couple of seasons before you start harvesting those delicious spears. But once it gets going, it's an absolute powerhouse. Next is rhubarb. This cold, hardy, and reliable plant is famous for its tart stalks, perfect for pies and jams. It's incredibly low maintenance. Just give it some rich soil and enough space, and it will come back bigger and better each spring. Remember, only eat the stalks, the leaves are toxic. Then we have the magnificent globe artichoke. These plants are stunning, with silvery green foliage, and they produce massive, edible flower buds. In warmer climates, they're reliable perennials, and even in colder zones, you can protect them over winter. Harvesting a fresh artichoke from your own garden is a truly special experience. For an early season leafy green, you need to know about sorrel. Its lemony, tangy flavor is a fantastic addition to salads and soups. It's one of the first greens to pop up in spring, giving you a fresh harvest when nothing else is ready. It's super tough and will thrive with almost no attention. Rounding out our classics is sea kale. This is a coastal plant that's perfectly happy in a regular garden. You can harvest the young shoots, leaves, and even the unopened flower buds, which taste a bit like broccoli. It's a versatile and beautiful plant that deserves more love. Now, let's talk about some amazing self-spreading roots and bulbs. These guys do the planting for you. First, walking onions. These are so cool. Instead of producing seeds, they grow little bulbils at the top of their stalks. The stalks get heavy, bend over, and the bulbils plant themselves a short walk away from the parent plant. You get an endless supply of green onions and small bulbs. Garlic chives are another must-have. They have flat leaves with a mild garlic flavor, and they produce beautiful white flowers that are also edible. They form clumps that slowly expand, giving you more and more chives each year. They're much more robust than regular chives, and are incredibly versatile in the kitchen. And have you heard of perennial leeks? Unlike their annual cousins, these form clumps of small leeks that you can harvest from year after year. You can divide the clumps to expand your patch, or just let them do their thing. They provide that lovely, mild onion flavor for soups and stews all season long. Now for a super producer, the Jerusalem artichoke, also known as a sunchoke. Be careful where you plant this one, because it's extremely productive and can spread aggressively. You plant the tubers, and they multiply underground like crazy. The tubers have a nutty, savory flavor and can be roasted, mashed, or turned into a creamy soup. Just be sure to leave a few in the ground for next year's crop. Let's move on to perennial greens that will keep your salads full. Tree kale, or tree collards, is a game changer. This plant can grow up to 10 feet tall and provides a year-round harvest of nutritious leaves in mild climates. You just snap off the lower leaves as you need them. It's like having a living pantry right outside your door. An old-fashioned green that's making a comeback is Good King Henry. It's an all-in-one plant. The young shoots can be eaten like asparagus, the leaves like spinach, and the flower buds like broccoli. It's a very hardy plant that will happily grow in partial shade. And for a powerhouse of flavor, there's lovage. This herb tastes like a super concentrated celery. A little goes a long way in soups, stews, and salads. The plant can get huge, but it's an easy-to-grow perennial that will provide you with intense flavor for years. Next, let's cover some perennial proteins and tubers that add substance to your harvest. The American groundnut is a fascinating one. It's a nitrogen-fixing vine that produces edible tubers along its roots. These tubers are high in protein and have a nutty flavor. It's a fantastic, sustainable food source that also improves your soil. You might not know that there are perennial peas. These vining plants come back every year and produce beautiful flowers followed by edible pea pods. While not as sweet as annual peas, they're a reliable source of early season protein. And for something a bit more exotic, try Chinese artichoke or crone. These produce small, crunchy, spiral-shaped tubers that are a delicacy in many cuisines. They have a mild, nutty flavor and a fantastic texture. They spread easily, so you'll have plenty to harvest each fall. Finally, we have some essential herbs that will live for what feels like forever. Chives are a classic. Plant them once, and they'll form a dense clump that you can snip from all season. They're perfect for adding a mild onion flavor to almost any dish. Oregano is another staple. This Mediterranean herb is incredibly tough and drought-tolerant. It spreads to form a fragrant ground cover, and its flavor gets even more intense in the sun. Fresh oregano is a world apart from the dried stuff. And of course, we have sage and rosemary. In most climates, these woody herbs will survive for many years, becoming beautiful shrubby plants. Having fresh sage for cooking or rosemary for roasts right outside your kitchen door is a simple luxury that every gardener should have. Planting perennial vegetables is one of the smartest and most rewarding moves you can make for your garden and your future. You're not just planting food for one season. You're building a resilient, low-maintenance, and productive ecosystem that will feed you for years to come. If you're excited to start your own forever garden, I've gathered some links for high-quality seeds, raised beds, and soil testers in the description and pinned comment below. Using them helps support the channel so I can keep making guides like this. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more sustainable living guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.